Hi, crafty friends. Y'all, one of my favorite things to do is just take random items and put it together to make something super cool. So we're using this garden stake, a chalkboard from Dollar Tree, and then some paint stir sticks to make a neat little sign. So what I did was I marked out the length that I wanted to cut off the stir sticks, and we'll just cut those here with the miter box saw. I really need to put something under that so it doesn't slip all around, but that's okay. We'll get to that later. So I'm going to paint the sticks white to begin with, and then we're going to do a distressing technique on them. Now this garden stake, you can see it's the letters are in black, and then there's some distressing with the black also. But I'm going to add a little bit more distressing to that because I kind of want it to go with what we're going to do with the stir sticks that we're going to use as the frame. So I'm using our little sponge technique, which I love, but I loaded a lot of paint on here. Normally I'm really light-handed with this, but these I wanted them to be a little bit more chunky because we're going to do some sanding also. So once it's on there, all you have to do is just wipe it down over your wood piece. And again, I'm really putting pressure on this because I want it to be a lot more paint rather than not as much, which I've done before. So if you don't want that much, you can do a lot less paint and not push down as hard. But this is such an easy way to create that chippy paint look that we all love so very much. So once I get all of that done, I'm going to grab out that little garden stake there, and I'm just going to start doing the same thing, but I'm super light-handed with it, going onto this little piece of, it's actually like a little metal, the garden stake is. So once I get that done, then I decided to grab out some of the distressing spray, and I ended up spraying the little pig there as well. And then once that was all dry, then I went ahead and sanded. I really wanted to sand over this just to give it even more of a distressed look. And I think it turned out pretty darn cool. So now we're going to use a little bit of E6000 and then a little bit of hot glue. And then we're just going to frame out the board. Now, since these are thicker, it will take up a lot of the space for the chalkboard, but that's okay because this pig is going to fit perfectly inside there. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to grab a little scrap piece of wood that I have and use that to adhere it to the board. I just thought that would be a lot easier than actually trying to adhere the pig straight to the board. So a little E6000 and hot glue and the same thing. I'll just let this sit for a minute so that it adheres really well, and then we'll do the same thing to the board. And you guys, look how adorable this is. Like, I just love this so much. It's going in my kitchen because absolutely, right? All right, friends, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to follow for more.